Hi guys. I'm going to read you a story that I actually read the other day, but then it didn't fall off. But when I went to post it, like I put it on pause after I read the story to get stuff to do a craft with. Well, then when I came back, I didn't realize it started a second video. So when I posted the video, it was missing the first part. But by the time I realized that, I had already deleted the first part. So I'm learning. And you know what? Everyone makes mistakes. And I never even saw a computer till I was about 22 years old. So I'm not really that comfortable with them. So this book, oh, do you see what I have on my shirt? Leaves, because today's Earth Day. So I found a book with all kinds of animals because animals are part of our earth, and one of the big reasons we should never litter in that, right? Because it hurts the animals. So this book is called The Wildlife ABC, a nature alphabet book. The author is Jan Thornhill. Now, there's no second name on the book, which means that Jan Thornhill was also the illustrator. And the publisher is Owlkids. They make the Owl and Chickadee book magazines and stuff. So I'm going to read this with permission from Access Copyright on behalf of the publisher, Owlkids. I have to say that now. So, The Wildlife ABC, a nature alphabet book. And I think there's a number one too by the same author, Jan Thornhill. Let's see if I can find it. The Wildlife ABC. So I'm just looking at this, and the letters are backwards on the screen. I don't know why. So that's why I struggle when I go to write letters to show you guys. My mom will say, "You're not allowed to do letters anymore, Mrs. Robinson. They're coming out backwards." So it's not that I don't know how to do letters because I'm old. I've learned how to do letters. It's that my screen is making them backwards for some reason, and I don't know why. So if you know why, please message me. It's not me, it's the technology. Big A, little a. A is for auk, who lives by the sea. And as I go through this book, when I'm on a letter, I want you to use your finger tracer and do a big A and a little a. Okay? On each page, when I show you a letter, I want you to do that. Big B, little b. B is for beaver, felling a tree. A is for auk, who lives by the sea. B is for beaver, felling a tree. So this is a rhyming book. There he is, chomp chomp. Did you do your B in the air there? C, C. C is for caterpillar, who eats a lot. And D is for dragonfly, flitting by when it's hot. Yeah, you often see them around water, dragonflies, right? Trace that D. E is for eagle, seeking salmon to eat. It's a kind of fish, salmon. Trace those E's. F is for frog, with webbed hind feet. The hind feet are the back feet, and they're webbed because that helps them swim. Ducks have webbed feet too. G is for goose, paddling under a bridge. H is for housefly, inspecting your fridge. Trace that. H for housefly. I is for inchworm, sneaking along the ground. Do you see it? Where is it? There he is. It's kind of camouflaged in the leaves there. J is for jumping mouse, hopping around. So mouse, of course, starts with an M, but jumping mouse starts with a J. K is for killer whale in the deep blue sea. There's another name for killer whale that starts with the letter O. Do you know what it is? It's a black and white whale. They're called killer whales, or, oh, there's an O word, orca. Did you know that? Raise your hand if you knew that. Okay, I can see you. L. L is for loon who swims excellently. So I'm going to ask you a question now. Do you know what Canadian money has the picture of a loon on it? Looks like a duck. It's black and white. Well, the money's not. The money's the color the money is, but message me if you know, okay? M, big M, little m. M is for moose munching plants in the park. No park around here has moose in it that I've seen. Trace that M. N is for nighthawk catching bugs in the dark. Trace the N. Little N, like a little hill. O. O is for otter. Look at him go. That's my favorite thing to do at Storybook Gardens in London. When I used to go, I loved watching the otters swim. I could watch them all day. P. P is for polar bear. Walking on snow. There's little babies. And see, if we take care of the environment, they can stay healthy. Q. Q is for queen bee, laying eggs to hatch. R is for raccoon. See her lifting her latch? Raccoons are very sneaky, and they can get in lots of places. That's why we have to keep our garbage in a garbage bin that closes so the raccoons don't rip apart our garbage. S. S is for salmon, swimming up a creek. T is for turtle. Her mouth is a beak. Uh-oh, hope she doesn't bite those toes dipping in the water there. U. U is for underground. Who lives there? Do you see a little animal in there with her babies? Is it a bunny? Trace those U's. V is for vole, who had better beware. There's a bird there looking for something to eat. Is that a hawk? That might be why the vole is hiding. W is for whooping crane, wading near shore. See the whooping crane? X is for X-ray of a big dinosaur. That is a big dinosaur. Do those X's crisscross, crisscross. Y is for yellow jacket, who might live near you. Z. And Z is for zoo. Can you tell who's who? Look at all those animals. I don't know about you, but I really thought Z was going to be a page with a zebra on it because it's one of the few Z words that I think of. But instead it's the zoo for all the animals. So our birthday story. That's what we did. Now, the other day, I'm just going to show you something. My #1 teacher clipboard. See, the letters are backwards. It's not me, and it's not the clipboard. In real life, the clipboard writing is normal. So there's something in this computer tricking me and making the letters go backwards. So it's not me, but if you know what it is, please tell me. Or I'm going to have all these kids that watch my video grow up to do all their letters backwards because I don't know what I'm doing. But I do. It's the computer. Technical difficulties. Okay, so when we talked about circles and spheres, we made pigs using 7 circles, I think, 2 triangles, and 4 squares. So I thought for Earth Day, we could maybe draw a picture of things in nature using just shapes. So this can be a 2-part activity. I think I'll draw a line. That's where the grass would go. Maybe I'll use different colors. I got a whole bunch of markers here. So that could be my line. Maybe I should have done it in green for grass, but I didn't. Do I have a brown? I have every color except brown. Oh, here's some brown markers. So I think I'll do a tree as a big rectangle with some little rectangle branches. It's looking kind of bizarre because this isn't how we usually draw, is it? But guess what? I'm going to decorate the tree with some tree bark there. And I am going to make a circle on the tree as a little hiding spot for animals. So there's a circle. I'm going to see how many shapes I can do. So I think at the top here, I'm going to make a little chart. I'm going to have circles. I'm going to have rectangles. I'm going to have triangles and squares. And I'm going to just chart how many of each I use. So first I'll count my rectangles so far. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And so 1, 2, 3, 4. And where does the 5 marker go? Like a belt across their belly buttons to hold them together every time we get 5. And I've used 1 circle. So I'm going to put 1 circle there. I wonder how I should do, I think I'll do a big circle. Maybe just a big circle to be the green. And I'm not going to color all of it in. I'm just going to put some green. And if you look at a real tree, it's not only one shade of green when you look at the leaves. There's more than one shade of green. So this is one green. I'm going to use a different color green to put some bright colors on there. Oh, this is a thin marker. So put some more of that. Oh, here's another green I got. Got a lighter green. So I'm just going to swirl around. And same as the bark on a tree. Like if you go up and stand at a tree, it's got more than one shade of brown in the tree bark. There's even some black. And some gray. So the more colors you use, the more realistic it could look, right? Now, since I used another circle here, so I'm going to try to remember to put these things on my tally. And I thought of a way to work in some more circles. If I made it an apple tree. 1, 2, 3. How many apples? I could put a lot of apples on this tree, but you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put one down here on the ground too. because guess what? They fall off, don't they? So I have to add 4 more circles to my graph, or my tally chart. 1, 2, 3, 4. So far, I have 5 circles. No, there's 5 plus 1, so that's 6 circles, 5 rectangles. I have no triangles yet. I wonder what I can do to make a triangle. I could make it the roof of a house for sure. The only thing is that for Earth Day, I was going to just do nature stuff. So I wonder what I could do with a triangle. I know what I can do. There's another kind of tree too, isn't there, that we use at Christmas, and it is made out of triangles. So first I'm going to give it a rectangle. No, I'll use a square. I'm going to give it a square trunk, just so I could work in a square there. And then I'll use some triangles. I guess this would be darker green now. So I'll make a bigger one on the bottom. Then I'll overlap a medium-sized one over that. Then I'll overlap a smaller one there. So now I just use 3 triangles. 1, 2, 3. And then even though I overlapped, once I color it in, the overlap won't show so much. There we go. There we go. Alrighty. What else should I add to my picture made of shapes? Well, we did make a pig using circles. I wonder, I'm trying to think of an animal we could make using, I know one. I think I'll make you guess what I'm trying. I'll put it down here. I'll make 1 circle. Better put that on our tally. And a smaller circle. Better put that on our tally. All right. Do you guess what it is with those 2 circles? I bet you do. I'm going to use orange and 2 triangles. 1 triangle, 1 triangle. Can you tell what it is? 4, 5. It's going to be a birdie. Better give him an eyeball so he doesn't fly into the tree. And I'll do a little wing on him. Is he adorable? Oh my goodness. Okay, so I did pretty good. I got some circles, 1 square, some triangles, some rectangles. I'm feeling like maybe I should put another square, but I won't. But you can. So now I'm going to look at my chart. So I know every bundle with a belt across it means 5, so I can count 5, 6, 7, 8. I have 8 circles, so I'm going to draw a line now that I'm done drawing, and I'm going to put the number 8 there. Here, another bundle, so that's 5, but I know my computer is making my numbers backwards, so I'm going to draw the 5 backwards. See, it looks normal to you, but it's really backwards, but on the screen it's good. Then I also have 5 triangles. I used a lighter number or a lighter marker for those, but anytime you see the bundle like that, you know it's 5, and then 1 square. So once you've done your picture and you've done your tally, or you could have a brother or somebody or sister or mom if you want, see how many shapes they can find, but you'll have to check them and make sure they found them all. And then once you do your tally, and add up, I want you to think of I want you to answer 2 questions. Which shape do you have the most of? So which shape showed up the more amount of times? And which shape has the least, the smallest amount of shapes in your picture? So my picture has the most circles. Circles are my most, the shape that shows up most in mine. And squares, I only have one piddly square, so 1 is the least. So put an M for most, and an L for least. And see, there we have it. So if you would like to do a shape picture to send me, I would love that. I would think that was really good. And you could share it with me, and that'd be good. Okay, so I hope you have a great Earth Day. If you go for a walk, try looking around your Earth. Look at some things you might want to include in your picture, but you have to make them out of shapes. Okay, take care, and I'll see you next time.